Hey everybody, this is Kyle from Green Hat Local SEO, and in this video I want to show you how we got #1 rankings for an electrician in just really just a little over a month. This isn't some bullshit keyword like best left-handed electrician in Springfield, Missouri, or some shit like that. This is an actual keyword for people who are actually looking for our client services. This is a near me keyword, right? And again, this is near me keyword is the most valuable keyword. If somebody's out here saying, "Oh, they're going to rank you for best electrician in Hoboken, New Jersey," well, fucking who cares? Nobody does that, and they show you this 10-mile radius outside of Hoboken, ranking #1. Again, who the fuck cares? Because nobody outside there is going to be searching for best electrician in Hoboken. Really, the money keywords are these near me keywords, right? So this near me keyword went from ranking in spot like 15, spot 20, all the way to spot 1 in a little over a month. It's super easy to do this. I'm going to show you what we did to make this happen. But before I do that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell me if you think I'm full of shit, talk shit, whatever you want to do. Just leave something. If you want to see me, if you see me explain a different SEO concept or theory, let me know and I'll create a video for it. Maybe, depends on what kind of a mood I'm in that day. So, the best way to rank for near me keywords, if you're an electrician or if you're anybody else, is really just a simple like 4-step process. This isn't some bullshit like, oh, you need to have 25 different PBNs layered 5 different ways and shit like that. Really, all it is you need to show Google relevance for the keyword, right? You need to show Google that if somebody is searching for electrician, you are an electrician, so you need to be surfaced there. You need to show Google that you are relevant in the area that they're searching for, which in this case is near me. You need to show Google that you are an authority and that you are getting traffic already, which kind of leads into branding as a ranking factor now for Google in 2025. So let's start with the easy things first, which is showing just relevance for that keyword. This starts with on-page SEO. So the first thing you do is make sure that you have a page for that keyword. So one thing that I see people mess up on a lot is they just put whatever keywords they want onto one page and hope that they rank. And that really is not how it works anymore. It's one page for one keyword. Does that mean that you have to have one page for every single little teeny tiny service that you offer? No, it doesn't. But what you need to do is make sure that for your major services, if it requires a page on its own, that you are creating that page and not just trying to shove a keyword in to another page in the middle of a paragraph and hope it ranks. So how do you figure out if this is something that you need to do? Well, first of all, what you need to do is go to Google and see what Google thinks about these keywords. So for example, let's go to valentin.app and then let's geo-target somewhere. So let's go to, let's see, electrician near me. We're going to do United States. Let's do Denver, Colorado. Boom, search. Now let's do residential electrician near me in Denver, Colorado, right? Now let's do something like GFCI electrician near me in Denver, Colorado. Right? So for this, I just want to show you what it looks like when you actually do need to create a page and when you don't need to. So electrician near me. If you look here, there is a GBP, or there's a map pack here, which is great because this shows me that there is a strong local intent for this keyword. If you don't see a map on here, then it's probably a lower competition keyword, and it probably is not specifically for local SEO. It's probably for people just looking for information about something. In effect, you could probably write a blog post about it or whatever and not have to worry about all these other steps that we're doing. But since we're looking for electrician near me, I'm going to look and see here what exactly is showing up on the first page of Google organically. What is in the title tag? What are these people specifically trying to write about and rank for? So we see here top 10 electricians, electrical, electricians. This is great. So electrician near me needs a specific page, right? So if you're in Denver and you want to rank for electrician near me, you got to create a page called specifically Denver Electrician or Electrician in Denver, which sounds like common sense, but still a lot of people don't do this. Now let's get a little deeper and do residential electrician. So we have on the map pack Speedy Electricians, Premier, and Salzano. Now we have Speedy Electricians, Premier, and Sphere Electric. So 2 out of the 3 are the same, which means this is probably what we call on the same vector. So you might be able to get away with both of these on one page, but let's look at the organic rankings and see what this is. So we got Denver Electrical, top 10 electricians, Denver Electricians. Who do we have here? We have Brothers Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, Mr. Sparky Electric. We have Brothers Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, Mr. Sparky Electric. Okay, then we have, Residential Electrician from electrical.co, JM Electric, Best Electricians in Denver. And look at this. There is Residential Electrical Services that is in bold here, right? So what do we have next here? We have Able Electric, JM Electric, and Electrical. So what's super interesting is on here, it doesn't have residential electrician in bold, but it does have their brand names here, right? Whereas for Electrical and JM Electrician, it has residential bolded here. And well, this is still just their brand name bolded. But still, this is just electricians in Denver, right? And then let's see, we have Electrical, Blue Sky Plumbing and Heating, Emergency Electricians in Denver. And okay, now we have a Residential Electrical Electrician Services in Denver, but it's ranking way down here. So really, when you think about it, only 2 of these spots on the organic ranking specifically say residential electrician, right? Which means that you could get away with just putting residential electrician on your main electrician page here, and then just putting in like an H2 tag. Now let's go even deeper and go into GFCI electrician. So now we have Speedy Electricians, Premier Electricians, Sphere Electric, and we have Speedy Electricians, Premier, and Sphere. So it's the same thing in Google Maps, right? Genesis 1.3 Electric, GFCI Replacement Services. But then we have, again, this looks pretty familiar, Mr. Sparky Electric, Denver Electricians, Brothers Plumbing, electrical outlet installation in Denver. We have Applewood Electrical Services near me. Licensed residential electricians. This is new. Best local electricians. Now we have Home Depot outlet repair, outlet installation. So what we have here is there is no clear winner, no clear consensus on if you need a specific page, because you know what? Google is even showing things from a Home Depot, which isn't even an electrician. This is a retailer, right? And there is only one specific person. Well, 2 actually, GFCI. Yeah, there's actually only one person who is specifically targeting GFCI replacement or GFCI electrician, and then one other person here who has this mentioned here, GFCI electrical outlet installation. Oh, right here, installing GFCI receptacles. So what this tells me is you absolutely do not need. For this one, you absolutely do not need a new page if you want to rank for GFCI installation, because you can just put this into the body, a copy of your electrician's page, right? So if you want to rank for electrician, you need to have a page specifically called electrician in whatever city. If you want to rank for residential electrician, you may or may not need to. There's 2 of them on here. That's 20% of the top 10 are residential electrician. What I would do here, if this is my client, is I would actually put residential electrician as an H2 as a subsection on the electrician page, and we can probably rank for both of these. And for GFCI electrician or GFCI installation, you can literally just put that in a body paragraph for this page. So if you want to rank for electrician near me, you need to create a page for every specific city that you want to rank in, right? This is how you show relevance. If you want to rank for longer tail keywords like residential electrician or GFCI electrician, you don't necessarily need to create a new page. You can put these keywords on this page, right? But if you want to rank for something like emergency electrician, let's look at emergency electrician. Emergency electrician near me in Denver, CO. Boom, there we go. Now we have emergency electrician, emergency electrician, emergency electrician, emergency electrician, emergency electrician, emergency electrician. Now, here's one where you absolutely do need to create a new page for it, even though this seems like it's a subtopic of being an electrician. An emergency electrician, Google perceives it as completely different. So if you put this on an H2 just for your electrician page, like right here, you're probably not going to rank, right? So this is one of the times when you need to create an entirely new article or new page for this keyword, which is what we did for our client. We created an entirely new page targeting an electrician near me, right? Because they didn't already have one on their page. So creating that page is going to start showing Google that relevance for that keyword. Now, the way we do this is with something called Page Optimizer Pro. Well, we use this and we also use Cora. Cora doesn't look nearly as impressive on a YouTube video, though. If you want to learn more about it, hit me up later. But Page Optimizer Pro looks super cool on YouTube. So you can't just do what all these stupid fucking YouTube SEO gurus do and just be like, oh, hey, ChatGPT, give me the keywords, because ChatGPT doesn't know what the fuck it's doing, right? It's not trained on Google's algorithms. There's no natural linguistic programming, natural language processing in ChatGPT. It's going to take its best guess, which is not going to get you anywhere, especially when somebody like me is going in here and actually creating this content. So use Page Optimizer Pro and pop in your keyword, pop in where you want to rank, and it's going to tell you exactly what keywords to use, right? So using Page Optimizer Pro, it gives you this handy little scoring graphic here to tell you how well optimized your page is. Typically, internally, we want to get between like 75 and 90 on here. If you go to 100, you risk over optimization. So between 75 and 90 is a pretty good spot to land. And so this, like I said, this is going to tell you exactly what keywords to use and even where to use them. So it tells you what keywords to use in your page, your search engine title, which is the page title. It tells you what keywords to use in the H1, which they call page title for some reason. I don't know why. Subheadings tells you what keywords to use in your H2s and H3s, right? And then main content, it tells you what keywords to use in your body copy. On top of that, this actually uses Google's NLP API, so it tells you exactly what entities Google's looking for as well. This isn't ChatGPT just doing its best guess and hoping for the best. This is actually Page Optimizer approach saying, hey, this is what Google's expecting. You should probably have this in your content. And it gives you a minimum and a maximum number of times to use it in your body copy, right? On top of that, there's this even, let's see. So on top of that, there is a content editor that shows you how many times you're going to be using this, the keywords in your copy, right? So here we go. Optimization score 3 needs work because we really don't have much done here, right? But then if we start adding some keywords in here, let's see, it says we used subheadings, landscaping, Frisco, Texas. We use it 0 times. So let's see, we'll do landscaping, Frisco, Texas, right? And then let's change this to an H2. Let's see, let's go ahead and remove this. Update optimization score. Look at that, because now it knows that we use landscaping Frisco, Texas as an H2. So you can see how easy this is to write optimized content for your website. So right away, what you've done here is you've created a page for the keyword you want to rank in, and you're writing really well optimized content. And if this is too fucking hard for you because you're just too goddamn lazy, then go to the write with AI writer, and it's not going to be great content. It's going to be obviously AI content, but it's going to have all the keywords and stuff you need, and it's going to take you maybe 10 minutes to do, right? But doing it this way is not going to be the most, it's not going to be the most reader friendly. It's not going to be written with copywriting best practices or anything. It really does read like it's AI. So use this if you're too lazy to do it yourself or to train your own GPTs or something. Other than that, use the content editor and optimize your content that way. So you've got your page specifically targeting this keyword, right? Now you've got your really well optimized content. You're showing Google a lot of relevance for that specific keyword. But there's still a few other parts of the pie that you're missing. You need to show local relevance as well, right? So one of the ways to show local relevance is with citations. Now, one of the things with citations that people get wrong is everybody thinks, oh my God, I need to have 300, 400, 500 citations. And you really don't. We've done tests on this. In fact, I have a testing group that I run with Moon Hussein from Local SEO Phoenix. And we just showed that really what you need just to get yourself on the board. And for low competition keywords, this is probably all you're ever going to need is Yext style citations, which you can get from Legit for, $20 and up. So or you can just get a Yext subscription, which is super easy if you're using Go High Level. So using this is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you as far as citations go. It's going to help a lot with local relevance, right? So now that you've got your on-page SEO done, you need to show local relevance. You've got your Yext citations done. Another way to show local relevance is by putting locally relevant content on your web page. So it's not enough just to write about, how you're an electrician and you offer these electrical services. You need to do a couple other things too. One, you need to embed your GBP on there. And to do that, let's do Let It Glow Electrician Huntington Beach. So Let It Glow Electric is just one of the local electrical or electricians down here. So going over here to share and embed map. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy the HTML here, and then you're going to put it into your page. Super, super easy. Let's see, we're gonna do code right here. Let's put it in right here. Save, boom. So this is another way to do it. You're gonna have your GBP embed here, and then you're gonna put your NAP, your name, address, phone number on there too, so Google knows exactly where you are and exactly how your GBP is connected to this page and to this service. If you want to kick it up a little bit, what you can do too is you can do driving directions, right? Well, actually, so what we are going to do, Let It Glow Electric. Let me see. But you can't do this if you have a service area business like these guys. But if you have a physical location, let's see. Who can we get from here? Boom, there we go. Do directions from where you want to rank in. So let's do, Los Angeles, CA to Powell Electric. Boom. There you go. So now you're showing even more local relevance to Google because you're showing Google exactly how to get to your address. And then you can go ahead and embed this onto your GBP as well. Other ways that you can show local relevance is by adding in what's called local business schema or organization schema. And what you're going to do there, and let's see, I could show that here. Let's see. So schema is a specific type of JavaScript that Google has, that Google really likes to see on websites because it can understand it completely. So when you add it in your local business schema, what you're telling Google is, hey, I'm here. This is the things that I do. Here are the cities that I offer my services in. I'm located here. And doing all that just reinforces to Google exactly where you are, what you do, and what other areas that you offer your services in. And that all goes into your schema. When you do it right, it really should be hundreds of lines long. If you're just doing out of the box stuff from Yoast, that's not going to help you at all. You really need to be handwriting this, or you can create a GPT to do this for you. But the stuff that Yoast does out of the box, the stuff that Rank Math does out of the box, doesn't really help a whole lot. It doesn't give Google a ton of extra information about where you're located, what other cities that you offer your services in, what services you offer. Handwrite that. Don't let a plugin do that for you, right? And like I said, do it right. It's going to be hundreds of lines long, because that's exactly what Google's looking for. Essentially, with schema, you want to take everything that is on your page, put that into your schema, and then expand on that and add in more detail to Google, right? And that really is what's going to put you over the top over all of your competition, right? Another great way to do this, and this goes more towards traffic and branding, is with CTR manipulation. So don't be afraid of this. CTR manipulation is perfectly safe if you do it right. Everybody who says that CTR is going to get you banned or get you suspended or whatever, I'm still waiting. That's all just white hat bullshit. I've known this for years, and I'm still waiting for that to happen. And I can tell you beyond the shadow of a doubt that it will not happen as long as you do it correctly. So basically what this does is this will actually do searches in the areas that you want to rank in. It will do searches for your keyword and for your brand name and click on your listing, which shows that you're locally relevant, because when somebody types in something like electrician near me and you pop up, you're going to be, that shows Google that you're relevant for this area, especially when somebody clicks on you too, because that's like a big vote of confidence to Google that you are relevant for this specific area and for this specific keyword, right? And if if people are searching for your brand name too, Google loves that, because branding is such a huge ranking factor now. Unfortunately, that's just the reality that we live in. If people are not searching for your brand, you're going to have a hard time ranking over somebody whose SEO might be a little bit weaker, but they get more brand searches, because Google rewards brands now, right? So make sure you're getting tons of brand searches. Radio spots are cheap to do. Even just handing out flyers or having a memorable logo, people are going to be searching for this stuff. And that goes a long way towards getting Google to trust you for these keywords. And one thing that we did here, we didn't do any flyers, we didn't do any radio spots, but we did fire up Agency Assassin to get these brand searches and to get these keyword searches associated with their GBP. This isn't going to work if you don't have all your other ducks in a row first. If you haven't done all your on-page SEO, if you haven't done your schema, your internal linking, and links, like I'm going to show you in a little bit. This really should come after all of that, but that is going to be the cherry on top of your SEO Sunday, right? And this is not going to work, like I said, if you aren't already if your SEO isn't already on point. If you're ranking like spot 20 or something like that, this isn't going to work there either, because there has to be some sort of reason for somebody to click on you. And Google knows that, if you're ranking spot 18 for electrician near me, you're not going to get any clicks. But if you're ranking the spot like 6 or 7, then hell yeah, you're going to get clicks. So that's exactly when you fire up something like Agency Assassin, and you're going to just see phenomenal results in just a few weeks. The last thing we do is link building. So link building does not have to be hard, and also link building does not have to be scary. So if you listen to all these white hats, they're going to say, oh, you just need to get links naturally and sign up for your Chamber of Commerce and blah, 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 right? You don't need to do any of that. That's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? To take so much time, so much energy, when really all you need to do is fire up SEO Neo and get the links built for you while you sleep, right? So with SEO Neo, what SEO Neo does is, this is an automated link building system. Again, perfectly fine as long as you know what you're doing. That you set this up, you hit go, and it creates links for you. This is what one of the diagrams looks like. This is what we use. This is called domain authority stacking. So we use this 4 of these at a time for our clients to build backlinks, not just to the page we want to rank for electrician near me, but also to the home page and the about us page. You want to spread that link love around, right? So doing it this way, you're going to get links over to your important pages, your homepage, your About Us page, and your services page. And also what you can do with these too is you can put map embeds in there. So now you're getting your map embeds just blasted out there. You're getting your NAP in there. So Google's seeing your NAP and your map everywhere, which again goes towards branding, right? And you're going to get all these links and all these mentions of, XYZ electrician is an electrician in whatever city, right? And all this off-page stuff, Google loves. Google wants to see your brand being mentioned as many times as possible. These are like citations, right? So you could sit here and, spend $500 getting your citations, or you can fire up SEO Neo for $70 a month and get citations and super powerful links and map embeds all at the same time. So this is literally what we did. We created a page for the keyword they wanted to rank for. We optimized it with Quora actually, but again, Quora doesn't look as impressive here. So Page Optimizer Pro looks super impressive and is a good second choice behind Quora, right? Then we fired up SEO Neo to get the links over to those pages. And then once we got this thing pretty close to the map pack, once we got to like 5 or 6, we hit it with Agency Assassin to get that CTR in there to really bump it up. And boom, you can see exactly what happened. We went from spot 20 here to spot 1. Literally, we jumped up 20 spots in a little over a month. It really is just that easy. You can do this too. Actually, you probably can't do it. You should probably just hire us, right? You're an electrician. You got other shit to do. You don't know how to deal with NLP. You don't know how to deal with SEO Neo or links. You definitely don't want to be writing any of this content, right? So just don't even try doing this yourself. I'm not even going to sit here and say, oh, you can do this too, or, take my course, whatever. No, just fucking hire us to do this for you, right? But if you do this, if you follow this process, if you really don't want to, and you think you're smarter than us and you want to do this, then follow this process. Get a page created for your keywords. Make sure that a page is needed, or you don't have to just put these, or, able to put these keywords onto one page. Write the content with Quora or Page Optimizer Pro, fire up SEO Neo, shoot the links over to those different pages, and then finally hit it with Agency Assassin to really put you over the top. You do it like this, and I guarantee you'll be ranking the map pack in a month just like this. So again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO. This is how we got an electrician ranking #1 in a month. We can do it for you too, because let's face it, you got better things to do than to fuck around with SEO. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and get in contact with us, it's ghls.io, and I will talk to you later.